downfall is often humbling and painful. Yet it is only through this difficult coming to consciousness that there is the possibility of putting an end to this pernicious behavior. For as Raymond Higgins and Stephen Berglis explain, the maintenance of self-handicapping is facilitated by our motivated self-deception, i.e. our lack of awareness, in regard to its enactment. For self-handicapping strategies to be effective, one must include an element of self-deception so as to prevent full awareness of the purposeful nature of the strategy. We will conclude with a case study described by Alfred Adler concerning a 32-year-old man whose preferred self-handicapping strategy involved the use of alcohol. This man was intelligent, healthy, and well-educated, yet he lived entirely at the expense of his parents and repeatedly engaged in bouts of extreme binge drinking. Over the course of therapy, Adler came to understand that the man's drinking served a psychological purpose, as it allowed him to save face in his own and others' eyes while living far below his potential. Drunkenness and the brutal hangovers that followed, in other words, functioned less as the cause of his failure to launch than as his secret and cherished alibi, or as Adler writes, "The usual tensions of every day were not severe enough to drive him to drink, and he was able to use his sober intervals to display good intentions. His drunkenness would begin when he was expected to go into society, or when there was a demand of duty. His evident aim was to be relieved of every duty and to be supported for his own sake alone. Self-centered and wholly lacking social adjustment, he had nevertheless attained a goal of superiority by the elimination of defeat. He had no defeat in society, for he did not enter it. No defeat in work, for he had no occupation. Subjectively, he triumphed over life, lived it upon his own terms entirely. But objectively, of course, the terms he obtained were almost the worst possible.